Welcome to Vertical Addition and Subtraction, Booklet 2. Let's go ahead and just start on page number 1. This is basically going to talk about the concept of regrouping. And so if you have basically 10 ones, that is the exact same thing as 1 10. So in the sample in the very top, we have to initially start out with is 4 10s and 12 ones. And what's happened here is that we've kind of grouped them in a circle. We have 10 of the 12 ones. We've grouped 10 of them together and basically moved them over into the 10 spot, and that would equal to 1 10. And that's why you see a 10 little circle right there. So we now, after this change is done, we now have 5 10s and 2 ones left over. Basically 12 minus 10 makes 2. So with 5 10s and 2 ones, you've got a total of 52. So let's go down to the sample down there. The first sample we have here, we have 3 10s and 15 ones. So I want to box 10 of those ones, and I'm going to move it over as 1 10 into the 10s column. So now I have 4 10s and only 5 ones left over. That's because I've subtracted 15 minus 10 and made 5. So now, since I have 4 10s and 5 ones, that is 45. And finally, for the last question here, we have to start out with 5 10s and 10 ones. So again, I'm going to just box these 10 right here, these 10 ones, and I'll move it over into the 10s column. So I now have 6 10s and 0 ones. Well, with 6 10s and 0 ones, that is going to be a total of 60. So let's move on to the page 2 here. So I have, we have an example up there, so let's go ahead and try that out. We have 6 10s and 13 ones. So what's happening here is basically they're taking 10 away from the ones column and basically adding 1 into the 10s column. So that's why you see the 13 minus 10, and it leaves you with 3 ones. And then I see 6 plus 1 in the 10s column, so that leaves you with 7 10s. So your final answer is going to be 73. So moving down to the examples that we have 2 10s and 11 ones. So I'm going to take 10 away from the 11 in the ones column, because remember, if it's over 10, we can regroup. So 11 minus 10 in the ones column, and I'm going to add 1 into the 10s column. So I'm going to get 2 plus 1. When that happens, I'm going to have 11 minus 10, which is 1, so I have 1 in the ones column. 2 plus 1, so I have 3 in the 10s column. So my answer is 31. So basically, 31 is the same thing as 3 10s and 1 1, which is also the same thing as 2 10s and 11 ones. It's just a conversion. You're not doing any addition here or any subtraction overall. You're just doing a conversion. So let's move on down to number 2. I have 5 10s and 15 ones. So that's going to be, 15 is more than 10, so I can definitely do regrouping. So I'm going to do 15 minus 10 again, and I'm going to add 1 again into the 10s place. So 15 minus 10 gives me 5 ones. 5 plus 1 gives me 6 10s, so I get 65. So 6 10s and 5 ones is actually a conversion of 5 10s and 15 ones. Page number 3, we're going to do some a little bit different examples of regrouping. So I'm going to start with 67 plus 27. I'm going to rewrite 67 as 6 10s and 7 ones, and 27 as 2 10s and 7 ones. So I need to basically add those, I basically need to combine those together. So I have 7 ones and 7 ones, so that makes a total of 14 ones. And 6 10s and 2 10s, which is a total of 8 10s. I basically am going from the right and moving straight down. So then I look, I'm like, I have to regroup because I have 14 ones, and since I have more than 10, I definitely can regroup. So if I have 14 ones, just like when we just did on page 2, I can take 10 away from the ones and add 1 into the 10s. Basically make it the same thing. So 14 minus 10 is 4, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So that's where they get 9 10s and 4 ones from, which is a total of 94. So let's try number 3. 49 plus 3. So 49 is 4 10s and 9 ones, plus 3, which is just 3 ones, 0 10s. There's no 10s there. So again, I'm going to add down. So 9 plus 3 in the ones column makes 12 ones, and then 4 plus 0 in the 10s column, which makes 4 10s. So I'm going to say, oh, I can regroup again because I have 12 ones, which is more than 10. So I'm going to take 10 away from 12. I'm going to get 2. And I'm going to add 1 10 into that tens column. So 4 plus 1 gives me 5. So now I have 5 tens and 2 ones. So that's going to be a total of 52. All right, we're going to move on to page number 6 here, our last example page. And so we're going to, let's go ahead and just get into the problems. So we have 14 plus 9. And so I'm going to work with the ones column first. So 4 plus 9 I know is equal to 13. So I'm going to put the 3 below the 4 and the 9, and I'm going to add the 1 up top. So I'm going to have 4 plus 9 is 13, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I get an answer of 23. For number 4, I know that 3 plus 8 is equal to 11, right? And so we're going to have, I'll put a 1 in the ones column and a 1 in the tens column. So I'm going to have 3 plus 8 is 1, carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So I'm going to end up with 41. And finally, we're going to get into 65 plus 27. So 5 plus 7 is 12. So I'm going to put my 2 in the below that. Carry my 1 up top into the tens place. So 1 plus 6 plus 2 is equal to 9. So my final answer is 92. Hopefully you found all this helpful. And if you need anything else, just ask your instructor or your parents for more help. All right, good luck.